Hi everyone, it's Yulia from Ross. I'm Healthy. I am on call with Mike Vlasaty, a raw vegan powerlifter, all the way from America. Mike, hello. Strong man.
Hey.
We've got
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just got done with the workout.
Well, I can see your little gym behind you.
Yep. Doing some squats and weighted chin-ups, so.
How long ago did you switch to a raw vegan diet? Fruit-based
I switched about 6 years ago, eating a McDougall starch-based diet. I just did it for 30 days to see how I liked it, and I just stayed ever since because I feel the best eating most of my diet coming from fruit.
And were you into powerlifting before?
No. I did a little bit of, weightlifting for wrestling and football back in high school. That was like 15 years ago. But besides that, it was only after I started doing this diet that I was like, well, how do I really challenge this diet? Because I know one of the biggest concerns for me was, am I going to get enough protein? And if I could do these lifts and, do these like little fitness stunts, that I feel that I'm able, to have enough protein on it. So I started off with doing like 100 push-ups. I did that like in a couple months. And then I was up to 150 push-ups, and I started doing 500 push-ups in sets of 100, and it was just getting crazy. And that's when I started getting into powerlifting. I was like, I really need a challenge now. So, and then my first thing I wanted to do was doing double my body weight in bench press. And then about 2 years ago, I just started doing deadlifts, and I'm already up to close to 500 pounds. So next Woodstock, I'm going to get 500 pounds in my deadlift. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, please. And my squats, I still feel I'm a beginner at them. So I've done all these things on on this kind of diet. So always under 10% of my calories come from protein all the time.
Wow. Can we see your muscles, please? Whoa.
Yeah, it's not really. Yeah, my lats they're hard like steel, so.
I guess people can see photos from your website and your strong man.
It's hard to do the traps really pop up. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah.
I can. I've seen you. I've seen you live, so I know they're there.
Yeah.
And people.
Yeah, for sure.
And explore your website too. Like you said that you were concerned about protein, and I know if you go to a normal gym and tell people that, hey guys, you can live on a raw vegan diet and you can still build muscle. You don't have to inject yourself. You don't have to take all these protein shakes and powders and eat lots and lots of meat. They'll tell you, okay, nutter. People think I just eat the standard American diet. I've had this one guy at a restaurant. He's like, I told him what I'm getting into powerlifting and stuff, and he's like, wow, you must eat a lot of red meat. I'm like, maybe if you're talking about watermelon. Or I was talking to this one guy. I went to this forearm competition I did. And I was telling this guy, I do powerlifting, deadlifts, and squats and things like that. And he's like, wow, you must eat a lot of protein. And I was like, no, really, you have no idea how much I take. And he's like, oh, so you take about 2 grams per body weight protein. And I was like, not even close, man. And he thought I actually meant higher. He's like, oh, 3 grams of protein per body weight? And I was like, no, I don't even get 1 gram of protein per body weight. I get 50 grams of protein, and I weigh about 148 pounds. So, and I'm out lifting most of these people at the gym too. So per pound though. So naturally, if you're bigger, you're gonna lift more. So, but to do double your body weight in bench press and triple your weight on deadlifts, that's considered, elitist, elite up there. So only in like 2% of the weightlifting population will ever be able to do that. So, I do 100 one-handed push-ups. That's another thing. I know people that can't even do one of those. I do 100 of them.
That's amazing. It's really amazing. So what about protein shakes, powders? What about injecting yourself to grow muscle? You don't have to do any of that.
No. Well, I will say steroids will make you stronger. It's not healthy though, but you're messing with their hormones in such a way that, we don't know what the outcome is for any of that stuff, and you get acne, and it's just, and after a while from taking this excess amount of testosterone, your body says, I don't need to take testosterone. I don't need to make testosterone anymore. And you make those in your balls, and all of a sudden your balls just shrivel up because the body says, I don't need these things anymore. Mm-hmm. So and then for life you have to stay on steroids. It's not a way to live, in my opinion. It's not worth your health. And you can have big muscles and everything, but you might die at 60. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he got a heart attack. So just because you could lift on a lot of different kind of diets. Like there's a guy, Fletcher, I don't know if you know about him, but he had open heart surgery. He was one of the best benchers out there. And he was eating McDonald's and everything. And he had to start all the way back from zero with this bench press and everything. So, you're not going to see me with heart disease. My cholesterol is 98. You want it under 200, 150 if you got heart disease, and mine's 98. I got super low cholesterol, and that's the number one factor for heart disease, is having elevated cholesterol, according to the number one best heart surgeon out there. So.
For sure. If you can build your muscle but lose your health and lose your life at the same time, then it's not a worthy goal.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
If you can have both and have the best of health and have a great life and have muscles at the same time and meet your fitness goals, and surely that's a better alternative. So what is it that you eat during your typical day?
Basically, a simple answer would be like fruit during the day and a big salad at night. A little bit of nuts and seeds, and that's basically it. There's nothing too, different or anything. But I'll give you an average day. I'll have. I'll tell you what I ate today. I had half a watermelon for breakfast, a big watermelon. Then I had. Let's see. I had some bananas, and for lunch, and what else? Yeah, I really didn't eat that much today, but I usually eat like a half a watermelon, about like 6 to 12 bananas for lunch, and then for dinner I'll have maybe 8 or 10 mangoes, and then a big salad, huge salad with some celery and cilantro and cucumber and the works in there, and I'll make I'll make like a dressing. My favorite dressing is sesame, water, lemon, and I blend that up, and that's my salad dressing, and that's like the perfect day for me. So occasionally I'll snack on some dates, but I usually eat three meals a day. So with most of my calories before about 2,500 calories. So I know a lot of people are like, you gotta pound the calories back. That's the number one question I get from other raw foodists. They're like, how many calories do you get? You must be eating like 5,000 calories. And I tried that, and I tried eating 4,000, 5,000 calories, and I did that for a month, and I just felt sluggish. Even if it's the best food in the world, you're not gonna feel good. Digesting food takes a lot of energy out of you. I found if I just eat, if I'm just not hungry when I'm done eating my food, that's enough. So yeah, you definitely don't want to skip on calories too much, because then you won't have the energy to work out or anything like that. So, but according to a calculator that I use for calories, this is supposed to be for my weight. This is supposed to be actually a good amount of calories for me. So, I'm not, I know Harley out there is like, oh, you got to eat 3,000 calories, but I'm a smaller guy, so.
If you feel good on it, for sure. And the thing is that about feeling sluggish, I'm an endurance athlete, and so I do endurance, and I feel the same if I eat too much. I don't feel like training, and even if it's from fruit, from fruit and greens, I don't feel like, I don't even feel like doing speed, and it's the opposite of what I should be feeling if I had more. So I think
I always try to fast at least 4 or 5 hours before I work out. So yeah, I always try that, because when I don't have any stuff in my stomach, I could work out so much harder. I can't deadlift with 16 banana smoothie in me. It's just not going to happen. So unless I'm I'll get sick that way. So.
For sure. What does your training schedule look like? What is it that you do? How often do you train? What do you do?
I usually do 5 to 6 days a week, and I do each particular exercise twice a week generally. So I'll do like deadlifts twice a week, squats twice a week, curls twice a week, weighted chin-ups twice a week. And I just, I just put them in, I split those up, and I usually do 3 different exercises a day, and it's pretty easy. So, and I'll do really heavy weights with low reps. So I'll do like 3 sets of 5 reps, really easy stuff, and I take like 4 minutes. So, for bench press, for example, I recently did like 250, and I did that like 5 times. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll wait 4 minutes. I'll talk on the phone, or I'll do some emails. It's really easy. And then I'll go back and do another set, and I'll just do that, 3 or 4 times. And then I'll just do my other exercise. It actually doesn't take me all that long. A lot of people are like, oh, you must have the hardest workout in the world, and I really don't. I mean, you have to work out hard for 30 seconds, but then you get that 4-minute break.
All right.
So it's actually really easy. The trick is being consistent with it. That's how you get strength and muscles. Keep on building what you could do next time. So, and one time, as soon as I get done getting enough reps and sets from a certain weight, I'll just bump it up 5 more pounds, and I'll just keep on building like that.
What nutrition and training advice would you give to people who want to build muscle and stay healthy at the same time? They don't want to compromise on health, and they want to build muscle.
Well, I think the first thing is, just get enough calories. You don't have to get an extreme amount of calories. You just have to get enough. So you're not, you shouldn't be hungry anyway, anytime. So that's one of the things, just keep the calories at a decent level. Another thing is, you want to eat, you don't have to eat an incredible amount of protein to get muscle, or, there's, all these primates out there, chimpanzees and everything like that. They're stronger than us. They're just naturally stronger than us. I know people are talking about, oh yeah, I did 12 chin-ups. That's incredible. I'm like, well, that monkey over there did like 100 something in the whole day, and, it's just eating fruit primarily. So this whole idea that you're not going to have protein, well, I'm like, yeah, try challenging some of these gorillas out there. And they're definitely getting enough protein, so they're ripped. So, and they're not even doing anything. So I wouldn't say don't worry about the protein. Actually, there's a study showing that having under 10% of your calories come from protein increases your testosterone. Vegans have more testosterone. That's another thing. So more testosterone you have, the more muscle you will have, the stronger you will get. Eating vegan, you're not going to have heart disease. You're not going to have you're not going to have like a stent put in your heart, and then you have to, take a break from working out like T.C. Fletcher did. And you're not going to have colds and flus and things like that as much as other people. And also, you don't want to drink, and you don't want to smoke or anything like that. So those things will definitely hinder your performance. Too much fat in the diet, that will definitely hinder you. I know I can eat like 6-7 avocados and go out for 6-minute mile, but I don't do that all the time. But I think it can slow you down in the long term. So about training. Let's talk about training. Don't overdo it, but you gotta definitely do it. So you gotta find a happy medium. I found that if you're getting into strength training, just go twice a week per exercise. That's good enough. I've trained with people, and after if they go beyond 3 times a week for each one of their lifts, their strength goes down. I've seen it myself. I've seen that with everybody with every kind of different kind of diet I've seen doing it. So don't go overkill. Take breaks if you need it, but definitely go after it hard. Be consistent. That's one of the biggest things: being consistent and moving forward. Keep on increasing the weights. That's the most important thing. Even if you don't really care about strength, and you just want to have the appearance, the mass, the muscle mass. So you have to increase the weights even if you want muscle mass. I know that's another thing people are saying. Well, you just do powerlifting. You don't care about increasing mass and everything. I say performance first, looks second. The performance will equal looks.
Excellent. Yeah.
So, you want to get enough sleep? Yeah. Then there's no make-up sleep. There's no, I stayed up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That means I could just wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and make up that sleep. It just throws your whole sleep cycle off. And I know if I don't get enough sleep, my lifts go dramatically down. They could go, I'll get half my reps and sets, and it's devastating.
When you want to perform, sleep is at the top of it needs to be at the top of your agenda, always. Mike, where can people find you? And tell us that you offer. You've got websites, you've got YouTube channel. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. Well, first off, I got a YouTube channel. It's Fruit and Strength. And then I just bought a website, fruitandstrength.com. So that's up online. And I also I got a salad dressing recipe book. This is like the only recipes that I really do. I don't really make a whole bunch of, other salad dressing recipes beyond salad dressings. So I got that book online. It's the Fruit and Strength, the ultimate salad dressing books out there. And I got like 50 different kind of salad dressings. They're really good. It's every one that I have loved over the last 6 years.
That's really exciting. Thank you so much, Mike, for all your knowledge. It's really inspirational to know, and
you're welcome.
Inspirational to see you growing and doing well with this diet, and amazing. Well done. So all the best. Keep strong. Keep rocking.